Hey everyone, this is Terrafee, and today we have another commentary, this time on a user by the name of tehglitchkyng. Anyways, this person goes on to rant about how Apple products suck, how they're worse than Microsoft products, and it's interesting. So, that said, let us begin.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And today I am ranting about not Microsoft Windows XP. Instead, I'm ranting about Apple, the polar opposite. Why is it that people respect Apple so fucking much?
Because despite its drawbacks, and let's face it, every platform has drawbacks, it's actually a fairly decent product.
I mean, just a couple of days ago, I was in my capital city's mall, yeah, the city mall, and I ran across an Apple store. Yeah, where they sell all kinds of their overpriced products. So I went in, and hey, guess what? There was this super expensive all in one computer, an iMac or whatever. I don't deal with that bullshit. And you know how much it cost? It cost, converted into US dollars, well, probably close to 2600 bucks. Yeah, that's how much it fucking cost. I'm not even kidding.
And now for a quick explanation of why. People like buying things, and when people buy things, the companies get money. The more people that buy a particular product, the more money that the company makes. The more money the company makes, the more people the company realizes that they can charge for these products because, hey, people are going to buy them. The issue here isn't the fact that the Mac is overpriced. The issue here is that people have blindly praised the machine to the point where Mac realizes they can get away with overpricing their products. Blame the consumer, not Apple.
It cost that much. So the specs were um 8 gigabytes of RAM, 3.4 gigahertz 8 core Intel i7 processor, 2 gigabytes of graphics card. What is that shit? That shit you can get for less than $1,000 with a Microsoft Windows computer, a PC.
Which has a horrible, horrible reputation of not being all that secure. The one issue with Windows products, the one issue that I have with the Windows operating system is that you absolutely positively need an antivirus software if you even think about taking that thing online. Yes, it would be a good idea to get antivirus software regardless of what system you have, but the Mac does a fairly decent job of making sure that it's not a necessity, more so a luxury.
Hell, even laptops. You can buy a similar laptop for that price.
At varying qualities in the whole, construction of the product. I have myself an Alienware laptop that cost me about $2,000 to put together, and you know what? I kind of regret it every now and then. It's Dell. Dell is not necessarily known for their stability, and that is the other problem with Windows products is that they don't have a uniform quality standard, something that Mac does.
Not mentioning an all-in-one computer. It would have twice the specs for $1,000. Not even kidding. This is the whole truth that I hold here. Then we have their laptops and their computers. Same shit as their all-in-one computer, overpriced as fuck, though not as overpriced. Then we have iPhone and iPad and iPod and iPod Touch and iPad Mini and iPhone C and wow, how did they even make all these products? Their newest product is iPhone 5 and iPhone 5C, I mean, sorry. And you know what it is? It's an iPhone 5 available in 8 colors. What the fuck? That's horrible. How can you sell a new product at a full price and just change the colors?
Oh gee, I don't know. Let's go ask literally everyone else.
That's insane. I mean, oh, I don't know. That's not even it. Their products are so underpowered and overpriced. It's even more overpriced than their PCs or Macintoshes, as they tend to call them. Um, okay. A basic 16 gigabyte iPhone of any generation, if it's of the current generation, is 649 bucks. Now, in every generation, you could buy a similar phone for, guess what? Twice less.
You mean half as much? Either way, you need to learn something. There's this thing called spending more money on the name than on the actual product, and it's plaguing the market in just about every single field. Handbags. If you talk to a girl, you're going to run into women who are looking for the next latest and greatest handbag that's going to cost them like $500 when they really only need to get one that's like $50 and is just as good. But you know what? It's not Dooney and Burke. Or Windows machines. Dell, freaking Alienware, $2,000. It's worth half that, if that. So don't say that it's a problem exclusive to Apple.
Apple's products are so out of sync with their competition.
I would beg to disagree. They do make a decent product. I don't use one myself. My brother actually has one, and I've tinkered around with it, and it's a fairly decent machine. Is it worth $2,000? Is it worth $1,000? I don't think so. But I cannot say that it is by far a bad product. That and you have the ad campaign. They had the "Hi, I'm PC. Hi, I'm Mac." I think that they're more in sync with their competition than you realize.
They're so underpowered, so overpriced, it's not even funny. And to think maybe their quality is good, maybe their operating system is good. Okay, macOS is a good operating system actually, but Windows, at least in my opinion, beats it any day of the week.
Okay, which one? Windows Vista was a train wreck. Windows XP and 7 are okay, and Windows 8 is an operating system designed with tablets in mind that was put on desktop for Lord knows what reason. And even then, 7 and XP have their share of problems. Remember what I said earlier? Remember what I said that if you're going to go on the internet, you need an antivirus software?
Then we have iOS, or as they claim, it's the most advanced, most advanced mobile operating system there is. What the fuck? How can you say that? Have you ever used your system that you have designed? How can it be so, advanced if you can't place widgets? If you can choose between very little amount of backgrounds?
Yeah, limited amount of backgrounds, my ass.
If you cannot download files over the browser? can't have file managers, launchers, emulators without jailbreaking your phone.
Which tells us that the phone is capable of doing that, it just doesn't because it was the design choice, especially emulators, because they fall into that whole legal gray area that Apple doesn't want to be a part of.
If you if syncing your device with another software is mandatory, if you can't download files larger than 50 megabytes using 3G, how?
Because it sounds really nice in the ads, and this is another thing that you have to realize. Everyone is going to call their mobile operating system the most advanced because it sounds nice.
How can you call that advanced? And how can a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of brainwashed idiots buy into this shit? How can they how can they still buy Apple products after so many developers, publishers, and producers have proved themselves to be twice as good?
Developers, publishers, what are we talking about? A movie or a computer? Either way, I could have an answer for your question. Because Microsoft has kind of made it a habit of shooting themselves in the foot.
How? Answer me. Answer me. I don't understand. Well, that's it for this episode. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and all that shit if you'd like.
And that's the end of the video. Dude, you need to realize something. It's called supply and demand. Supply is low and demand is very, very high. Everyone and their grandmother wants themselves an iMac, and unfortunately, Apple doesn't have enough to give the entire world one. So, yeah, they're going to be expensive. And I love your abrupt ending there. Props.